Hello friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and today I want to talk about the 5 takeaways that I am leaving with from the Padme Amidala Legendary Event. Now, the reason I'm posting this now is because I have just recently finished the event. I was able to 7-star her, not without great cost to myself and to my PayPal account. Guys, I am ashamed to admit that I buckled, and my 6 months of sobriety from the pay-to-play life has gone. And I'm kind of ashamed to say, but with the May the 4th crystal kit packs, I buckled, guys. I spent about $35. I did have most of the stuff required for this event, and had I a little more patience, had I exercised a little more self-restraint, I probably could have done it without the extra help. However, I got it, and I was able to throw some gear and some Zetas to kind of round out my Separatist team. Now, here's the thing, guys. There are 5 things that you need to take away from this. Number 1, many teams work. Now, there are 3 characters, however, of these teams or in these teams that you're going to need. Of all the different videos that I watched, of all the different suggestions that I saw, they all use these 3 characters, and they are General Grievous, Asajj Ventress, and B2. These are the tunes that you are going to need. All other tunes are kind of independent, and how these tunes actually fit in, who gets to be the leader, who doesn't, is, I mean, that's up in the air, right? There's some flow, there's some flexibility to that, but you need those 3. You can run a General Grievous, Asajj, B2, Magna Guard, Dooku. Magna Guard and Dooku do not need the Zetas. Again, they help. Grievous, Asajj, B2, Magna Guard, and Pogo the Lesser. Pogo the Lesser is great in this event. He is most effective. All of these tunes are most effective at gear 12. That is going to make a huge difference at which gear you have. Asajj Ventress, General Grievous, B2, Magna Guard, Pogo the Lesser. Sunfac even is very beneficial in this round simply because of his basic attack and his taunt. Great character. What's interesting about these teams is you don't need B1 or the Droideka to be able to unlock Padme, which is good because B1 and Droideka are really freaking hard to get. So this is a very free-to-play event with some major caveats, guys. I'm not saying that this is an easy event. I'm just saying that these characters are free to play. So that does lead me to think that we will see this type of legendary event come again, where it's challenging to get unless you have those really solid, really old free-to-play characters. Now, but that's a different video altogether. 2, you need to know the kill order going into Tier 7. Up through Tier 7, it's kind of in flux. You want to take out Fish Eyes first, but, you know, Padme then Fish Eyes. It's a whole thing. It's very similar in Tier 7, but Fish Eyes actually comes after Anakin. So the kill order here is Padme, Anakin, Fish Eyes, or Fish Face, whichever you like to call them, and then the rest. The idea here is Padme can't be revived by Fish Face, right? So Fish Face only revives Jedi. Anakin is going to decimate you if given the opportunity. Stun him, stun Padme, stun Fish Face. Try to throw on target lock and get yourself turn meter if possible. There's a lot of functionality here that depends, but really you need to remember, kill Padme first, then Anakin. Once you do that, Fish Face as quickly as you possibly can. If Fish Face has a chance to revive Anakin, that got me every time. It wasn't until I was able to kill Fish Face quickly enough to to take out Anakin. Now, number 3 should go without saying, but guys, mods are crazy important. And that's actually where I spent most of my crystals for this event, is getting my mods better. Had I gone to this event with General Grievous modded correctly or modded properly, I probably wouldn't have struggled the way that I did. General Grievous. Now, had I gone into this event with General Grievous modded out the way that he should have been, I probably would have been fine. General Grievous obviously needs a ton of health and speed if you can get it. But I reworked my mods a ton for this event. And really, had I just gone in, I would have been fine. What I did, though, is I jumped from 5-dot mods all the way, and even some 4-dot mods, switching them out, to all the way to 6-dot mods, and I made Grievous the best that he possibly could be for me. For Grievous, you want to have his health, his max health, as close to 50,000 as possible. Over 50,000 if possible, but as close to 50,000 as possible. Now, going into this event, I had Asajj Ventress, General Grievous, and B2 Gear 12. I didn't have them like fully modded out, and I didn't have my B2 to the gear level he is now. I finished off his gear a couple of days ago simply because I needed it. Same thing with Asajj. I had Asajj completely maxed out. Her gear I didn't really touch much, but General Grievous, it was their mods that I really spent most of my time trying to perfect. Had I perfected their mods going into this, it wouldn't have taken me nearly as long. So make sure that when you go into this event that your mods are good, right? Health mods on Grievous. I put offense mods on Asajj. It just kind of builds with her. And then B2 I threw a ton of potency on. Probably more than I should, but even still, B2 he wasn't landing the potency, his debuffs as much as he could have. Number 4 here is RNGesus is not your friend. You're going to have to try and try and try and try and try, which again leads me to number 5. They're kind of the same here, is never give up, never surrender. I had been playing this for probably close to an hour and a half on day 6.5. And I'd been spending a lot of time getting all this stuff put together, and I still struggled. And it wasn't until this event, it wasn't until the 9th hour, the 7th hour, whatever, the last hour of my watch that I was able to get this. So don't give up. RNG sucks, guys. It does. It is not fun. It is not fun. I don't care for it, but make sure that you spend the time, right? From the stories that I've been hearing, it's people have spent days. I don't know many people who've gone in without just god level mods, amazing kits, everything geared out, everything maxed out, without doing that, and being able to beat this that quickly. So keep that in mind. I think it's possible that we'll see this type of event in the future, something that's difficult, that's challenging, that will allow us, or that will force us to use characters that we haven't really spent a lot of time in gearing up. So keep that in mind with the events going forward, that we may start to need some of these lesser used, lesser viable characters. With that, guys, what did you think of this event? I do recommend going in Gear 12, everybody that you possibly can, with the reworks to Dooku and Newt Gunray and even the Geonosians that have been speculated on. I think it's possible that the next time this event comes around, it'll be a lot easier. But keep that in mind. This is going to be very challenging for you if you're under geared and under modded. So remember the kill order. Remember, there's a lot of different teams that work out there. The RNG is not your friend. Join us on goingnerdy.com. Follow me on at realgoingnerdy on Instagram and Twitter. Visit the Going Nerdy swag store. Like, subscribe, share. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and as always, my friends, smile, and stay nerdy.